Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Podcast. I'm Adam, and as always, I'm here with Taylor.
Hi, everyone. Today we're diving into a topic that many of you have asked about: how to stay motivated while learning English.
Learning a language is an exciting journey, but let's be honest, it's not always easy. There are moments of frustration, times when progress feels slow, and days when you just want to give up.
Exactly, Adam. That's why staying motivated is so important. In today's episode, we'll explore strategies, tips, and useful vocabulary to help you stay on track. So grab a notebook if you want to take notes, and let's get started.
And don't forget, we've prepared a PDF for this episode, full of useful tips and vocabulary to help with your learning. You can find it on our Telegram channel. We left the link in the description. First, let's start with the foundation: understanding your purpose. Taylor, why do you think this is the most important step?
Because without a clear purpose, it's easy to lose direction. Ask yourself, why am I learning English? Your reason could be personal, professional, or even something simple like enjoying movies in English.
Right? For example, some people learn English to advance their careers, while others might want to study at an international university.
Whatever your reason, make it personal and meaningful to you. Write it down and keep it somewhere you'll see it often, like on your desk or your phone's lock screen.
And don't forget to remind yourself of this purpose, especially during tough times.
Now that you know your purpose, the next step is to set realistic goals. Adam, can you explain why this is crucial?
Sure. Goals give you something to work toward, but they need to be achievable. If your goals are too big or vague, you'll feel overwhelmed.
Exactly. Instead of saying, I want to be fluent, break it down. For example, say, I'll learn 20 new words this week, or I'll practice speaking for 15 minutes every day.
And remember, your goals should follow the SMART method: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
That's a great point. Goals that are small and manageable will help you see progress, which keeps you motivated.
Motivation isn't just about big goals. It's also about habits. Taylor, how can routines help language learners?
When you have a routine, studying becomes part of your daily life. It's like brushing your teeth, you just do it without thinking.
That's so true. For example, you could dedicate 30 minutes every morning to reading in English or spend your commute listening to an English podcast.
And if you're busy, don't worry. Even 10 minutes a day is better than nothing. The key is consistency.
Yes, and don't forget to track your progress. Use a journal or an app to record what you've learned each day.
One of the biggest reasons people lose motivation is boredom. Adam, what's your advice for keeping things interesting?
Variety is the spice of life. Don't just stick to one method. If you're using a textbook, try switching to podcasts, videos, or even games.
Great point. You could also join a language exchange program or attend online English speaking events. The more you mix things up, the more exciting learning becomes.
And don't forget to use technology. Apps like Memrise or Anki make vocabulary practice fun and interactive. Another powerful tip is to surround yourself with English. Taylor, how can learners do this?
Immerse yourself as much as possible. For example, set your phone and social media accounts to English, watch movies without subtitles, and try to think in English.
Yes, and if you have friends who speak English, make an effort to practice with them. Even short conversations can make a big difference.
Don't forget about online communities. Join Facebook groups, forums, or even Discord servers where people practice English together. Adam, let's talk about the importance of celebrating progress. Why is this so motivating?
Because it makes you feel good about what you've achieved. For example, if you learn 50 new words, treat yourself to something you enjoy, like a favorite snack or a short break.
Absolutely. Recognizing small achievements helps you stay positive and focused on your journey.
And remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress.
Learning a language is a long process. Adam, how can learners stay patient?
By focusing on the process rather than the result. Celebrate how far you've come instead of worrying about how far you still have to go.
And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace, and that's okay.
Surround yourself with positive influences, people, or content that inspire you to keep going. Mistakes are part of learning. Taylor, how can learners turn mistakes into motivation?
By seeing them as opportunities. Every mistake teaches you something new. For example, if you use the wrong word in a sentence, you'll remember the correct one next time.
That's right. Instead of feeling embarrassed, think of mistakes as steps on the road to fluency.
Let's do a quick recap of some useful words we talked about today. Foundation, the base or starting point of something. Example: learning basic grammar is the foundation of mastering English.
Relationships between governments are important, yes, but relationships between people are the real foundation of diplomacy.
The first exercise, building a foundation of trust.
Direction, the path or goal you are aiming for. Example: setting goals gives your studies a clear direction.
Odysseus had no sense of direction.
Achievable, possible to accomplish. Example: it's important to set achievable goals like learning 10 new words a day.
But hey, I think they're achievable.
It is not only possible, it is easily achievable.
Overwhelmed, feeling like something is too much to handle. Example: she felt overwhelmed by the number of grammar rules.
Not because I was overwhelmed at having survived, although I was.
I'm overwhelmed by all this attention.
Routine, a regular schedule or habit. Example: my morning routine includes 30 minutes of English practice.
Atlanta, you gotta make this a routine.
Consistency, doing something regularly. Example: consistency is key when learning a new language.
Except the consistency of squirrel droppings.
We're supposed to give her consistency.
So, we decided to give you grammar tests to improve your grammar level. Let's get started.
So there you have it, our tips for staying motivated while learning English.
To recap, remember to understand your purpose, set realistic goals, create a routine, and keep things fun and varied.
Don't forget to immerse yourself in English, celebrate your progress, stay positive, and learn from your mistakes.
Thanks for joining us today. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Stay motivated and you'll reach your destination.
See you next time on Learn English with Podcast.